if you're gonna get your eyebrows tinted, respectfully don't, but like do whatever you want. I can't believe I did that to my face. Okay. Hey, I know you see the title. We're gonna try out something different. I have tried to film this video I think 2 or 3 other times, and every single time it's just a joke. So we'll see if this works out now. I'm low on space, so I feel like that's going to motivate me to make this shorter. But I'm going to tell you guys about the time that I totally fucked up my whole face because I just had to get my eyebrows tinted. Okay? So, oh god. These are such traumatic times. So, let's take this back. Let's go back to college fonts. College fonts worked more consistently than ever before at the time. So she felt like she needed to spend money on things that just wasn't necessary. College fonts' closest friend had the same exact mentality. We were always on the same sort of antics together. Rebecca, I love you. So it was just a ciao. Okay. So I'm in college. I do my makeup like every single day for class. I don't care. I'll do a full face. Like what you see here, I was sitting up in lecture. I did not. No fucks were given. I did it. I'll do it again. But I got tired of always filling in my eyebrows because similar to now, I always switch up my routine and I never know what I like. I'm like, you know what? I think I want to just go get them tinted. This, I believe, was after I realized I could no longer use hair dye because it gave me an allergic reaction. This is important for later. So yeah. Me and my friend, her brows are amazing. But she's like, you know what? I think I want to go get my eyebrows threaded and tinted. And I was like, and she's like Queen Yelp. She's like, I've been looking on Yelp and I think I want to go. I was like, do you want to go together? Cause like I've been having the same sort of thoughts. So she, at the time, when like I would wear makeup every day, I just wanted to cut out a step for my makeup. But she would only really do her brows, if that. She didn't need shit. Must be so nice. Can't relate. So I guess she just wanted to like cut out the one thing that she would do every day. So she finds a place that has really good reviews. We go, it's in the city. So we plan a day. She makes the appointment for us. We meet up and we go. When we get there, we go to the city just for this sole purpose, by the way. It's a bit unnecessary, but we did it. It's a car. It's a big car. So the day comes, we go to the city. We go to the place actually. And it looks so nice and so cute and aesthetic. We're the only 2 people there, but I remember, I'm pretty sure the woman that owned the shop wasn't there, and it was just her, I don't want to say her assistant, but it wasn't the girl that I thought it was. It wasn't the person whose name was on the business cards, you know?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
But I'm like, whatever, I've never gotten my eyebrows waxed before. I've never had them tinted before, but I would tweeze them and I just wanted to do something extra for myself. So we go, I think I went first. Yeah, I go first. She threads the eyebrows first and then she tints it. I'm never gonna try this again, but I kind of wish I had broken those 2 things up in one day. But after she does it, I'm looking at my face and it just looked so good. I remember telling her like, hey, I have kind of sensitivities to stuff. She's like, don't worry, this is hypoallergenic. Like, you'll be totally fine. So I'm like, okay, well then yeah, I'm living for it, right? I'm thinking like nothing bad will go wrong. Me and my friend, I don't even know if we even got food or anything. Knowing us, we probably got coffee. She got her brows done. She got her brows done as well. We're both living, by the way. We're taking selfies on the train, on down the street, child. At least I am. And they look so good. They're like arch. Actually, hold up. They look good because they're tinted, but you guys may or not, I don't really force an arch in my brows. Like this is their natural shape, just cleaned up. I don't force an arch on my brows. I don't really like that on my face. She made them so freaking arched. And I was so angry with it because she just did it without asking me, and I've never gotten my brows done professionally, so I didn't know, child, I didn't know. But I was so angry. But they looked so good because they were tinted, so I'm still feeling myself on the way home. Instead of going straight home, I end up meeting up with one of my other friends because her house I would have to take like the same commute home I would take on the way to her house. I'm like, hey, like, do you want to meet up? Like, I'm like, whatever. So we end up making plans. We hang out for the whole day because our other friend is in town from school as well. So it just ended up being like a really fun day. But while we're out, I noticed my eyebrows are getting so freaking itchy, like uncomfortably itchy. And I remember one of our friends that we were with at the time, they were like, oh, that's because like they put that some sort of cream or wax or something on your eyebrows when you get them done. You're like, you just didn't wash that off yet. You're supposed to wash that off right away, so you'll be fine when you get home. I ended up, I don't know if I left earlier than the day whatever we planned, but I remember like trying to rush home because I was in that much pain. That was just so itchy. I ended up getting home. I scrubbed my face clean. I washed it with African black soap because that's what I was using on my skin at the time. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just do that and put shea butter on it and it'll be fine. I let my mom know because at this point it's excruciatingly painful. I let her know and she's like, I don't know why you did that. You know how moms are, like they'll tell you what you shouldn't have done even though you already did it. I don't know why you did that. You know your skin's sensitive. You know you can't be doing stuff with dyes and henna and stuff. And I'm like fake henna, not real henna, child. I'm like, I know, but like she said it was hypoallergenic, love. Mom say, this is not the time. So I end up going, oh, I cracked my finger. Was it the same night? I don't know. One night I go to bed, it's just uncomfortable. I notice the area around my eyebrows is inflamed. It is like red. It is inflamed, but it's puffier. Then there was one night, I don't know if this was the same night or not because it's been a few years, but it got so bad. I remember and I felt bad because my mom was really tired from work, but I was freaking out. Every few hours I woke up and it was itchy. I woke up and it felt worse. I woke up and my eyebrows were oozing. They were oozing. It was disgusting. And I would just touch it and I can either feel like it like crusted. Oh, sorry, I fucked up the focus. It would like crusted on me, or it was just really painful and it was just so bad. And I remember my mom, she was like, you're fine, just go back to bed, I'll see you in the morning. And by the time morning came around, my whole face had swollen up. Like, I'll insert photos because I saved the album.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what is that?
I'm embarrassed, but whatever, I'll include the photos. My whole face just looked so bad. So I end up going to the ER. They give me all these medications. Well, hold on. I end up having to go to the ER. If my friend was in town, I'm pretty sure this was probably like spring break or something because he goes to school out of state, or he went to school out of state. So yeah, I was annoyed because that's like the best. I worked on campus, so like when you have an on-campus job and there's no school, it's like the easiest time to work because like you don't have to worry about people or anything. You can just kind of get your job done more peacefully. Yeah, no, I had to tell my boss. Thankfully she was understanding, but I had to tell my boss, like, my face, I did something unnecessary and my face swelled up and I can't come in. I'm on all these medications. And she was so nice about it. But she's a mom too, so I think she understood that like girls will just do unnecessary things like that. But at the same time, she's like, you know, you could just like do that. Like there's makeup for that, you know that. And I'm like, yes, I do. I do. So my face gets really inflamed, and the medication that I take over time definitely helps it come down. Obviously, like my face is normal right now, but the medications that they gave me for it made the whole thing so much worse. So when I went to the doctor, when I went to the ER, because my face just went up, they insert something, I don't even know what it's called. It's supposed to help with like allergic reactions, I guess. My whole body felt like it was on flames. It felt itchy and on flames, and I hated it. Then I got a medication for something, prednisone. It's like a steroid. It made me gain 10 pounds in a week. I was super irritable. I'd get headaches really easily. I was angry. I remember my sister came to check on me and she took me to go to like an allergist guy. And I remember when she stayed at the house just for a little bit, like before she left to go home, she was talking, and this is my sister D. Y'all see videos with us. I love her. I'm never like mean to her, but I was just like, can you stop talking? And then she's like, okay. I guess she took that as a cue to leave the house. I was like, where are you going? Like, it really, like, I was like, I don't want you to leave. I just don't want you to make noise. But I was watching TV with her at the time. It did not make any sense. I felt like it just kind of made me super irritable to some things and uncomfortable to others. And my face, for these drugs to make me gain that much weight and like feel so uncomfortable like in my own skin, it took forever for my face to calm down. It took like 2 weeks, which is a short amount of time to gain 10 pounds. Like, it looks like I gained weight on spring break. It was not a fun time. So I mentioned earlier that I had a really bad allergic reaction to hair dye. And what I think happened is that the ingredient that I'm allergic to in hair dye, I don't know the full term, but it's shortened to PPD. It made my face swell up the exact same way, but it was focused like on my forehead because, you know, like my scalp and stuff. Yeah, if you have enough allergic reactions to that, you can die. Which is stuff that you learn when you can't do stuff that you want to do. And I think what was in the dye, even though she said it was hypoallergenic, clearly that was a lie. But I think her threading my eyebrows first, and then on top of that, putting something in that must have had the PPD directly into those freshly opened pores. And then I said also, like, she gave me an arch to like pores that have never really been opened as far as like hair being removed before. It just really was not a good, it wasn't a good combination, love. And I think that's what happened. I see a lot of videos online about people who get their brows, they talk about it so casually, and because of this experience to me, I'm like, what is wrong with you? They get their brows waxed and whatever, fine. They get it threaded, okay, fine, I did that as well. Which I also, by the way, had like scratch marks from the thread on my skin. Child, I really needed the owner. I don't know. The microblading is the part that freaks me out the most. I don't understand how people do threading and laminating in the same day. Bruh, I would die. There's a lot of videos like that go on, and I still, not as popular now because of COVID and everything, but I see them all the time. So if you have any sort of allergies to hair dye, or if you've never gotten your eyebrows done like that before, and I trust my friend, I will ask her for a Yelp review on anything, any day of the week. It's just the ingredients just didn't really work for me. And I probably should have asked people in general who had allergy to hair dyes and stuff like that if it worked out for them. So just, you know, do research. I mean, now it's a fun story. I mean, I got a video out of it. I can't believe I did that to my face. The only thing that I'll add really quick before I go, my eyelids, they permanently got a little bit puffier. They used to be so thin and flat, and now I have extra folds in there. I don't know, it's a mess. If you're gonna get your eyebrows tinted, respectfully don't, but like do whatever you want. I just figured I would share this story with you guys because I did my makeup and I filmed another video and I still had space on my camera, and I haven't really been filming and I don't really know what makeup content to do. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had a good laugh at my expense, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!